I'm Christopher G. Moore. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, and this behind me is the Chao Phraya River, the River of Kings. And across the river is the Oriental Hotel, where I've been staying with my wife, Odd, for the past few nights. We've been guests of the hotel, and I've been writing an essay on literary Bangkok. In the course of doing that essay, I've been looking at a book that's not one of my novels, but a book I'm quite proud of called Heart Talk. Heart Talk is a book which started out in 1992 when I was learning the Thai language. And during the process of learning the Thai language, I kept coming across Jai Di, Jai Yin, Ron Jai. I said to my Thai teacher, what are all these Jai words? She says, they're about the heart. I said, how many are there? She said, 37. The next week there were 43. I could tell there were a lot of words. Ultimately, I did the first edition in 1992, 300 odd words. The third edition came out 2 years ago, 2006, with about 750 Jai phrases. In terms of cross-cultural relationships, it's very important to understand the language. And if you're going to speak Thai, one of the essential aspects of the Thai language is the language of the heart. You hear Jai everywhere. Mang Jai means I have confidence in my heart. Di Jai means I am a happy-hearted person. Jai Di means you are a good-hearted person. You have done something for me. Jep Jai means you have broken my heart. Gren Jai, well, that's an encyclopedia on its own. Describes the whole relationship in a Penang society of older brother, younger brother, teacher, student, monks with lay people and so forth. The degrees of respect that are shown in the nature of a verbal why. That is a kind of a Grenjai act itself. So when I was doing this book, I asked lots of people, lots of questions about the heart, and in examining the Jai words, I found something about my own heart which opened up, I think, in the course of this research. I was able to see that if you have a language which focuses, as the Thai language does, on the heart, you find a whole world of nuance and meaning that your own language, in my case English, misses. So if you have an interest in Thai culture, an interest in language, then Heart Talk is the kind of book that provides you a close-up, in-depth examination of the most emotional part of us all. Our heart, how we use it, how it sometimes misleads us, but how ultimately it expresses our humanity. Heart Talk. Thank you. I'm here on the Chao Phraya River, and the word for water in Thai is nam, which leads me to one of my favorite Jai words, which is nam Jai. Nam Jai means those little courtesies that you give to other people. In other words, you let someone in front of you in a queue, even though you don't have to. And one of the reasons I like the concept of nam Jai is it tells an awful lot about the human condition. You can judge a person by a lot of measures. And of course, Wat Jai is the measure of the heart of another person. And the way that you judge another person is not so much the way they treat their family and their friends and their colleagues, because they love those people. You judge another person by the way they treat strangers. And Nam Jai encapsulates that kind of feeling. What it does is it expresses the way we deal with people we don't know, providing a courtesy to someone you will never see again, that you don't know, but that they are part of a larger community, and you recognize your role in that part of the community as well. So you give way, you open a door, you let someone in front of you. You show that person, even though you don't know them, you respect their humanity. That's Nam Jai. Another example of Jai vocabulary is Jai Ron. Jai Ron really is a personal temperament of the person. Person who's impetuous, who's impatient, who's constantly on edge, wanting something to happen quickly, for the Thais is a Jai Ron person. And it may be that what's Jai Ron for you is not Jai Ron for someone else. You're stuck in traffic, someone cuts in front of you, they go the wrong way on a one-way street, you become angry, you blow up. People may say you're a Jai Ron person because you did not react with a cool heart. And Ron Jai has less to do with the temperament, it has to do with an internal feeling. This feeling of kind of nervousness, of a kind of an insecurity, a feeling that something isn't quite right. So again, there is a difference between the two Jai vocabularies. Now, I'd mentioned earlier about Jai Yin and Yin Jai. Jai Yin is to be compared with the counter opposite of Jai Ron. A Jai Yin person by temperament is cool, calm, collected, is able to, under fire of the day-to-day traumas of living, not to break out into a sweat. And that's a very important thing for Thai people, to have someone who's Jai Yin, because it shows that they will not get involved in conflict very easily or confrontation very easily.